Torch.
Bro, all I said was 5K subs on the way, 2K live play, and somebody claimed the name. That gave me a strike.
A nigga tried to do that to my channel and said, a nigga tried to fucking say that, something about my music. The YouTube dude had called me and said, I'm good, I can do it.
Pretty upset.
That sounds crazy. And it
Say
showed
what?
you who said it. And on the email, it showed me who said it.
It was Keanu, really.
Yep.
Thank you.
Man don't want me to be great.
That man straight from Douglas.
He don't want me to be great.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the...
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. He won't go down.
If we get one-on-ones, my DBs will win every day.
Mahomes now on first down.
Man, be cooking
He
there.
gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
He was taken down by Ryan Kerrigan of Washington. You look back a few years ago, Charles, when the Pro Bowl did that 3-year experimentation. I know you're a traditionalist. You like AFC versus NFC.
Yes, I do.
But for the games 2014, 15, and 16, they tried something a little different. They held essentially a fantasy draft for players. Year 1, it was Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders as captains. Year 2, Michael Irvin and Chris Carter. And then in year 3, Michael Irvin again matching up against Jerry Rice.
And one common denominator, every single one of those guys with a gold jacket, all of them in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So they didn't ask you and I to be the captains and make the picks. And by the way, the playmaker, Michael Irvin, went 2-0. And you know I heard all about that.
Well, he was so good throwing the football on third down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something during, as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's third down, he finds a way to convert.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. We mentioned the history of this game, the Pro Bowl. Of course, for many folks our age, the Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro Bowler and going home and telling your family, we're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. But think about going to Orlando, especially if you've got kids. All the theme parks, all the great things to do, plus not nearly as long a flight no matter where you come from in the United States. I think it's a big deal and a good thing to have it here in Orlando.
A good gain of 14 there that moves to James. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
An old Mo.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 51 yards. And the AFC is in for 6. Tell you what, that was like a long, methodical drive that you'd see during the regular season, but now it happened here in the Pro Bowl.
Like a well-oiled machine, wasn't it? And I tell you what, on defense, those guys are subbing in and out like crazy, aren't they?
They're like, we didn't sign up for this.
Not at all. Long drives in the Pro Bowl, that's when you become magnanimous and say, hey, man, you should come out and get some plays, too. Come on.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
Let's go, man.
And it ends with an AFC touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
I thought I was somebody else.
Breeze.
I was going to return it.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, we've talked about this game being hosted here in Orlando, and you and I are quite familiar with this place, especially you. You live, what, 20, 25 minutes from here?
Yeah, not bad at all, right? An easy trip to come right to the studios here in Orlando. You, of course, have to give a little bit more effort, a quick flight, then you're here, but you've learned this city quite well. And how about it, the Madden Studios right here in Orlando? That's where Coach and the guys hang out as well.
NFC South to NFC South. Breeze to Julio Jones for a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination, though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
Again, it's Breeze. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Zach Ertz, 33 yards. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back out is the AFC offense. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta. New England taking on the Rams. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And this will be a touchdown.
To believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
PAT up and good by Rosas. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
How much is my fault?
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the AFC is an extra point away from tying this game up. Well, we saw that tandem hook up quite a few times during the regular season, didn't we?
We certainly did, and it continues now in the Pro Bowl. You have to know that even if they didn't consciously plan it, you do try and find guys you're familiar with in a game like this.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no good plays by the defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And that'll be incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand on there to disrupt it. Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, and the last year in 2018, it was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense, and Von Miller of the Broncos won it on defense.
And it's complete to Kelce. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
So I need better corners.
That one good for 16 yards and a first. So we're at halftime of the 2019. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The NFC offense heads out to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 58 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch,
now Breeze lost the football. And that's picked up by the AFC. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. A fumble return for an AFC touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the NFC back out there. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards for number 11.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right. And that game was played out in LA, in the same stadium where the LA Rams currently play. And back then, they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-27. MVP of the game, quarterback Otto Graham, nickname Automatic.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Brees Stearns for the NFC first.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Left side completion to Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, he just...
And he will score. Touchdown NFC from 21 yards away. Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
Rosas good with the extra point. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown.
Thank you. Let me get on the tight end, yeah. I'm walling my dude off, man. Stop playing with me.
I won't start this whole application.
Come on, offensive coordinator. I need something for you this game.
Ooh, it'd have been a fit, but I threw it.
Ball. I tried to lead block for you. I couldn't get off in there.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Play call.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not.
No,
sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that.
Like what?
That? Man,
What?
That's a game, bro. This is crazy.
Play.
Come on, y'all. We on deep. Let's go.
Oh, I gotta make this one.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Mahomes now to throw, escaping the pressure right. Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Yeah, send him back inside. I'm forcing hard inside. I mean, I'm forcing.
That's a bad throw. He flipped it into ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
That's good, fella. That's good.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble, too, as he scrambles for a first down.
That's a 92-year-old.
I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Panthers' Luke Kuechly there on the tackle. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Getting ahead.
Oh, he should have kept running straight. I was going to block him.
He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 19 yards there. And the AFC will have a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ball, boy.
To throw is Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there. Travis Kelsey, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's me, bro. Like, I thought the right tackle was going to get that, bro.
So a new lease on. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Brandon, that's just football 1-on-1. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away.
Bro. I got to read that zone.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Ertz over the middle. They'll get 9
Everybody, he
there as
walked
that
off this
sets them
time,
up
though.
better for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Breeze. And he connects with Ertz. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Breeze now to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
Oh, man, that's bad.
Make a play, man.
You a ball, man. You a ball, man.
Ball.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down.
Bruh, I was
Here's the
supposed to go
call.
insert right there. That made me go backwards, bro. You see that?
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
Mahomes in the AFC
He
now with
running,
a
I would block
1st and
the
10 at the 39-yard line.
John. He didn't.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves. They self-scout.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability and a sack result.
Deep, man. We just gave them one deep.
Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Great punt.
Come on, man.
The NFC offense heading back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop ball they needed. This 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. What can Breeze do now with his drive? And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Oh, no, I hit his
And he's
feet.
brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
What's the deep?
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Credit the tackle to the Texans' middle linebacker, Benardrick McKinney.
When you find... that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw, it's Breeze. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Man, I'm there. Stop playing. I'm
Really
there,
nice pick
man.
up of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Come on, Brandon Cook. Well, holy
It's a pretty good drive they're
hell.
putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all because they go down and score a touchdown. This thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. Now we're going to get a timeout.
Oh, yeah.
With 5 seconds left here
Let's
in
go,
overtime.
man.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard.
Let's
Leaves
go,
it with a very
man.
manageable
Defense is
2nd and
down,
1. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Man, get us right, bro. Come on, come on.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56.
You are checking that bit down.
Gurley again here on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
We got
There's a
35
run to
seconds
be
in
happy
half.
with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
No.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Breeze to Adam Thielen for an NFC 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming
Shoot
from.
that gap, B-Rock. Shoot that gap. They come over here, shoot that gap.
For the touchdown and a game.
Force it inside. Force it inside.
So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch.
It was a good buy, though, man.
Aldrich Rosas of the Giants has the honors as we get underway in the NFL Pro Bowl.
We got a game,
This will be
fellas.
taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
But I want it. I'll take it. Oh, come here, boy. Oh, man, come on, man. You seen the spin move, though? Come here, big spins. Oh, come here. Oh, I set that boy up.
Oh, in fact. Put Brady back there.
What?
On play action, now Brady.
Probably like 1 second.
He's going to take a shot
Right
right
there,
away.
Look at that.
And that is going to be
Oh, yeah, get out of there, boy.
one-handed.
Let's go.
Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the AFC has taken the early lead. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple of seasons and off to another good start here.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game.
Go,
How
one
many
circle,
more
put
do we
circle on the go.
expect to see?
Put circle on the
Hopefully
go.
a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question
Circle,
about
circle.
it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
Oh, they caught him with one hand.
Talk to me, chat. What's going on?
This is taken about 7 yards
They
deep.
caught him with one hand.
And
They
no
can't.
run
Let's
back here.
go.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Breeze in the NFC come up now
Good job,
with a
y'all.
1st and 10
Hey, good
at
skill.
their 25-yard line.
I'm the kicker to the field. Fullback.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And that one results in 35
Right there, hold on. You want to the right. You want to the right.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you in the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
I'm going straight, bro. I'm going straight.
And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. From 6 yards away. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
PAT up and good by Rosas. So a time game here as the kicks away.
Yeah. Oh, man, come on, man. Oh, that's baited. I promise you it's baited, bro.
Get it out of there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. To the crib.
He's into the crib. The 40. The 30.
To the crib. First kick return. Let's go.
In for the touchdown. Andre Roberts, 99 yards. And the AFC has taken the lead.
Look at that wall
Such
set
an
up. Look at the wall,
so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone.
No, man.
And no run back here. This will be a touchdown. The offense for the NFC back out there.
Wow.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Come back, man. Let's go, man.
Doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's NFC football here to begin quarter number 2. Now Breeze. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses.
I really can't go man unless you guard that when you receive this.
This was an excellent read. Read the
I
pressure
put them
and got rid of
linebackers out
the
here.
ball before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. And he was plus 5 seconds there with a football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl right in our backyard. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. That ball better be gone because anything past that, that's usually the end result. And there's a completion to the tight end.
Hey, I'm underneath, so don't worry about that underneath.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
Throwing now is Breeze. Cortez at left side. This 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down.
Man! Oh my God!
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one.
That's what I'm talking about, boy.
Arts, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and an AFC touchdown.
One of us catches it. One of us catching that
So a
pick right there.
dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
Oh,
And what's
me,
really
one of all of
difficult
us
when
is
you
over
throw
there.
it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Stop playing with me, man.
This is taken at the 3. Spinning away. Get a good return as he'll be stopped
Hey,
just
one
shy
more walk to the
of the
field.
30-yard line.
One more walk to the field.
Start over.
Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
Oh, you weed me.
Now Barkley straight to the football.
I was good block. Man.
Somebody got secondary. Man.
I gotta come under control though. I got an L2 right there and just block right there. Let's go. Boy. Stop playing with me, man. I won't miss 2.
I don't got the game fully downloaded yet. When I get it, there's no problem. I can do that. I got some receivers too. Nasty.
Oh no.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
It's on.
For me, I just need the ball
From the
on my
gun,
chest.
it's Breeze. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down. There's Breeze. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
I'm back.
And he will score. Touchdown, NFC.
I'm running back.
Adam Thielen, 67 yards.
It's so easy to get a pick
And the
six on here.
NFC strikes quickly for 6. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays.
What's that toss play to the right?
Cover a
Yes,
lot of
sir.
ground.
Yes,
We
sir.
want
Get over there.
long distance plays, whether long distance
Nice,
runs,
boy.
long distance passes, it doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Rosas good with the extra point. The quick strike ability certainly intact there.
Yo.
2 plays, 80 yards to score.
I'm busy, man.
That's fielded in the end zone.
I'm in a tight one right now.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The AFC offense making their way back out. And we'll see how this
I'm
is
clipping
played
him in the middle,
offensively.
man.
They've got the
I'm
lead.
clipping
Not a whole
dude in
lot
the
of
middle,
time
bro.
left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting.
He
to
just
try
running
to
around
get
the
to your
circle.
lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee.
I got your
get
inside
on out
right
for the
here.
half.
5 yards on the
If
catch
that's the
there.
user,
Brings up second
they
down.
use it.
When you see zone
slide around
defense
this
and you know
way.
you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really
Oh,
careful
my
as a
God, good
passer
pick,
about
boy.
how
You
far
got
you let your guy
burned.
go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2 got burnt like a bitch.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
The thing that you just
Throwing
called,
now is
bro.
Brady. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking
didn't
wide
stop,
receiver,
though.
tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And no run back here. This will be a
Look at him in the
touchback, and it
spot
comes
right
out
there,
to the 25-yard line. The NFC offense heads out to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that...
Yes, sir.
Heavy traffic, and it's
Yes,
intercepted.
sir.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent
Get
of
those.
running out the wrong door and running into your pool
Boy,
instead of
ain't no
running out
blocking
into
you
the
can do,
field.
bro.
A real dud for that
Does
one.
that happen
that's the truth, bro.
I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Man, why you
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
You don't want to throw the ball, bro.
40-yard line, tackled there.
You see what happened when he threw the ball?
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of
man,
downs.
my dude goaded, bro.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage. Hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Yeah, man. I'm out here breaking tackles, running
sure
routes.
that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted. That we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know what? And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage.
Ooh, I tried to come
Always
clean
important to
here,
get the
bro.
first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find
Look at
out
that.
about the
That was too pretty of a
fortitude
pass, bro.
of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
What's the call?
Let me call you back after this game, right?
Thank you.
It took them an extra look, but
What
they
do you
found
think?
out it is a
Chat?
touchdown indeed.
Tell
The
them what it
official
is,
says
chat.
this
call
one
me back.
counts. Extra point up and through by Myers.
Huh?
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception,
Should have got him on
a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe
he's
the
really
play
doing
action
it right
show you
there.
quarterback,
He's
get a
really
little
like
confidence
doing
in
it right there. I did not think he was
Okay
going to do
tonight
that.
if you want.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you have to hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break it.
There he goes right
Get
side.
the
And touchdown. Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the NFC able to draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing big time performance. That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Again, to the crib, calling it right
And, you
now.
know, every now and then I actually listened in history
To the
class.
crib.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in.
To the crib, bro.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
That's it, baby. We got 1.
Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. He's
Yeah.
played well. Good
That
first
boy,
half. He's continued
that boy,
to
Deacon Jones is off that edge,
Mike,
boy.
actually, when you're a head coach, what do you look
That
at?
boy off that edge, boy.
You don't like to turnovers.
As much
And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack.
It's tough to 0, bro.
Oh my goodness, was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all
I
smiles
say,
right
man,
here.
I don't know what
I
to
can
say.
hear my smile.
Yeah, front of that.
Now the pass is taken in
I mean,
by
I'll get this
Hill.
ball in though. They only scored really 7 points.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
And now
Bye-bye.
to the races
That's 3
to
off for
the
him.
right
Let's go.
side. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards.
Look how
And the
he runs
AFC adds on to their lead.
in order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. That's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Myers connects on the PAT. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
I'm gonna come back to that defense.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense for the NFC back out there. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence in having scored the last time.
And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel.
Bro, that's me, bro. I baited too much, bro. I baited too much, bro.
And their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
There's the first connection. Randy Jones there. That one goes for 24 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet.
That's on me, bro. I thought I was faster.
You mean it actually crossed your mind?
Get this, man.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Every time.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
That ain't me. That ain't me.
Why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do? But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in the late score.
Oh, yeah! Let's go, JJ. One more, JJ.
Sack back at the 16-yard line. Now Breeze. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Breeze to throw. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. From 10 yards out. And the NFC has now cut it to within 1 score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this is going to be secured by the AFC. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers.
Got something for him. He ain't tough enough down in that paint.
Able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 2nd-time Pro Bowler here. This is the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
People blame me. Bro, you see them people rush yards and pass yards, bro?
To throw is Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back.
Oh, it's a fumble.
Now Barkley stripped
yes,
up
sir.
the football. And that's picked up by the AFC. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed.
Box, bro, you ready to...
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year for the Rams, there on the stop. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of...
Touchdown,
He's
boy.
across for
Okay.
a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
You sleep.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Big. Put the pressure on that big.
Breeze now on first down.
Get through that. Oh, yes, sir. That's that fumble. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
And that's picked up by the AFC. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Touchdown right here.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady.
Touchdown.
That boy came out with a vengeance this game.
Complete.
Man, y'all peep these stats, man.
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game.
Once y'all
Well played,
man,
a
come
lot
back
of
to the
fun,
chat.
a lot of
man.
excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
I don't care about AFC, NFC. We
I just seen D-Rob. He just took that to the crib.
That man got 2 on here.
Look at that.
Ooh, that's fast.
200
Oh,
yards.
come here,
3,
boy.
3 touchdowns. 5 receptions. That's nasty. Averaging 40 yards per carry.
We're going to call that same cornerback blitz, bro. We got to work on that, bro. Our timing wasn't good last time. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. He juked me, but I'm here, though. We're going to do it early in the game, too, though. Hey, I got you inside. I got you inside. Because it's a...
It's over with, man. Finna take this to 2K and let this man get his feelings hurt. Alright, y'all follow me to 2K, man. I'm finna start another stream.